Thanks for watching this, and thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. It is September 24th. It's kind of dreary outside right now, but the sun is coming. I promise you that. Now, a lot of people are noticing and feeling a bit of a shift in the rental market here in Peterborough. So I thought I would jump on and I thought I would do a quick rental market update for Peterborough. A lot of people that call us on a regular daily basis ask us questions about the rental market, what the rents are, and so on and so forth, and what's happening. But people are sensing that something is going on, and there's a very good reason for it. So I'm going to get into that. And it's not, it might seem simple. It's not necessarily difficult. It's easy, but it's not simple. It's quite complicated. There's a lot of nuances to the rental market. So I'm going to try to dive into each specific one. First, let's talk about and let's look at the rates. Where are the rental market rates right now for the different types of units? So if we look at the red line there, you can see I got a graph here on the screen. If you look at that red line at the top, so right now these are 4-bedroom houses. 4-bedroom houses on average are renting for about $33.50. $33.50 for a 4-bedroom house. That is the average right now. Now, some do rent for more, some do rent for less, but that's the average. Now, you can also see that it's trending down. So essentially, we peaked this summer, and now we're trending down. We did peak above 3,400, about 3,425, and now we're trending down. So rents in the 4-bedroom houses, they're down about roughly $75 per month, give or take. All right, so that's 4-bedroom houses. 3-bedroom houses, as you can see here, right now we're at $2,825 for a 3-bedroom house. And as you can see, it is also not at the peak, but it is on its way back up. So this summer, we actually hit the low point for the 3-bedroom houses at roughly about $2,700, and now we're at $2,825. So 3-bedroom houses are up $75 per month on average. Now, if you look at the gray line, the next one, this is upper 3-bedroom units. Now, at Visture Property Group, Visture Property Management, we do a lot of conversions. We take a lot of single-family homes. We then convert them to a duplex, and then we add a coach home. So we take a single-family home and we turn it into a 3-unit income property. That's what we do. That's our specialty. If that's something that you're curious about, you should definitely reach out to us and we'll help you with that. But as you can see here, often when we do that, when we take a single-family home and we convert the top, we do that to a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, or a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom, or a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom sometimes. We typically always have 3 bedrooms up there. And then on the lower, you typically do a 2-bedroom. Now, the 3-bedroom uppers are coming down, okay? 3-bedroom uppers are roughly about $2,500, and they are coming off their peaks of just under $2,600. And in fact, if you went back to the spring of last year, they even went up to close to $2,700. So this is why people are starting to feel, and you can see the 4-bedroom houses are on their way down. The 3-bedroom uppers are trending down. So a lot of these rents are starting to either normalize or trend a little bit down. And that's because we've been pushing the top of this market for quite some time. And I'll tell you why that is in just a few minutes when I get through this, all right? So 3-bedroom uppers, which by the way is still a phenomenal rent. It's still an absolutely phenomenal rent to get, $2,500, $2,400, $2,350, $2,450, $25 for a 3-bedroom apartment is absolutely fantastic. So definitely not bad, but it is on its way down. It has crested and it's above its peak, and that's that feeling a lot of people are getting. Now, let's look at the next line. This is the yellow line below it. That's upper 2 bedrooms. Now, if you have an upper 2-bedroom unit, it's going for roughly $2,000. Again, it was at $2,100. Now it's about $2,000 in 2025. It is also trending down. Again, you're starting to see the trend. Most units are trending down a little bit, and you're pretty much seeing it across all categories where the units are coming down $50, $75, $100 per month in what they were commanding for rents either this summer or this spring. All right. If you look at the next one, which is lower 2 bedrooms, they're relatively stable, about $1,950. If you have a lower 2-bedroom, you can expect about $1,950. Of course, depends on quality, depends on many different factors, but $1,950 is the average. Now, one bedrooms, upper one bedrooms are going for just about 1,600, and lower one bedrooms are going for about 1,500, 1,475, 1,500. So those are the rents. Those have been relatively stable. In fact, lower one bedrooms have been increasing in price. Upper one bedrooms have been stable in price. Lower two bedrooms have been stable in price. Upper two bedrooms have been coming down in price. Upper three bedrooms have been coming down in price. Three-bedroom homes are pretty much the only thing that have been going up in price lately. Everything else is either stable or coming down a little bit. So most people are feeling that. They're feeling like things are a little softer than they were, and they are. Now, is it too soft? The answer is absolutely not. It is not too soft, and the rents are still very, very, very strong, but they're not as strong as they were this summer. Is this a precursor to rents falling off the cliff? No, absolutely not. All this means is that, as you can see with most of these rents, over the last 2, 3, 4 years, rents have been constantly pushing up higher and higher and higher. First, rents were pushing up higher because the price of real estate got really high through that last boom period in 21, 22. And then in 23, when interest rates went really, really high, the price of real estate came down, but the interest rates were really, really high. So as a result, people were not able to purchase. So again, rents kept pushing up. We've been pushing rents now for many years, and we are hitting the top of what is able and possible for the moment. So you're going to see this fluctuation between up $50, down $25, up $75, down $50. And I think over time, you're going to see this constant, the rents are not going to fall off a cliff, but they are hitting the top of their current peak. And one of the reasons for that, and it's important to understand how this whole economic cycle works together, one of the reasons for that is because now that interest rates are starting to come back down, mortgage rates are starting to come back down. And as a result of this, some people that are, especially the people that are at the top end, and that's where Visture mostly has a lot of rentals, is in that premium space. You know, we manage hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of doors. In fact, we manage over $80 million of real estate. But most of that real estate is in the premium side of the market, meaning people that are in that side of the market, they have a choice, which is either we should rent or we should just buy. And now that people, for the last year, people have been increasing and upgrading their rental accommodations because they didn't think they were going to buy. But now that we're on the other side of the rate cycle, psychologically, people are starting to think, maybe we're going to buy now. Maybe in the next 6 months, we're going to buy. So you're starting to see a lot less activity. In fact, the phone is going to ring less. If you have an apartment for rent, you may be used to getting 20, 30, 40 people that are interested in that apartment. You're going to see less, I think. Well, we know because that's what we're seeing here. You're going to see less for now. And that's because some people that instead of moving, they're saying, you know what, I'm just going to stay put for another 3, 4, 6 months, 12 months, and then we're going to consider buying. So buying wasn't, especially depending on the renter profile you're going after, but for those people that have the ability to buy, and by the way, in the last 2 years, since interest rates have gone crazy, a lot of people who have the ability to buy couldn't qualify, but they have the ability to buy. They have the down payment or close to what they need for the down payment. They have the affordability to be able to buy, but they haven't been able to qualify because of the interest rates. Well, now that we're on the other side of that, that's changing. And this is part of the reason why some people are just saying, no, well, we're just going to stay where we are and we're not going to move right now. We're not going to look for an upgraded accommodation. We're just going to stay where we are and we're going to look to purchase in the spring. This is essentially pushing out and delaying the entire market. You're seeing this in the real estate market from a buying and selling perspective, and you're starting to see it from a rental perspective. Okay, so keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. That's the kind of market dynamics you're seeing right now. But it is important for you to realize that there's nothing wrong with the rental market. There's nothing wrong with the real estate market. This is part of the normal dynamics of the real estate economics, if you will. And it's not like rents are low. It's not like rents are for those who own real estate and who need to create some cash flow. It's not like it's not possible because the rents are in very, very healthy territory. And even though they're taking a bit of a breather right now, it's okay and you're going to be okay. So just wanted to do this quick little rental market update. And you're going to, by the way, see what I'm showing you here is I'm showing you the numbers for Peterborough specifically, but you're going to notice those numbers kind of translate across the markets. I think many markets are going to see similar. Now, different categories will do different things. A 4-bedroom home may do differently in Oshawa. A 3-bedroom home may do differently in Barrie. A 3-bedroom upper may do differently in Aurelia. But in general, this is the sense of what's happening in the markets. And hopefully you found this useful, educational. Hopefully you like, share, comment, and love to hear your feedback. And thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. And hopefully you found this useful. Have a great day and enjoy this beautiful weather that's coming soon.